Let's begin. Homosexuality is not a choice. It is natural, embedded in human biology. Scientific evidence shows same-sex attraction exists in hundreds of animal species: penguins, dolphins, bonobos, even lions. This alone destroys the unnatural argument.
Animal behavior is irrelevant to human moral and psychological choice. Humans are complex. Feelings don't equal fixed identity. People choose to act on their desires. Attraction may exist, but acting on it is always a choice. So is adopting a gay identity.
Wrong. Acting on anything is a choice, but being gay is about who you're drawn to. That's not a decision. You can't wake up and say, "Today I'll be straight." Try it. No straight person can choose to be gay either. That proves it's not a choice.
Shifts in orientation don't equal conscious choice. They're often involuntary due to trauma, repression, or self-discovery. Plus, most LGBTQ+ people report knowing from a young age, before society even teaches what sexuality means. That's not learned behavior.
More openness doesn't mean more gay people. It means more feel safe to express it. Just like left-handedness increased in reports when stigma dropped. The real numbers didn't change, only visibility did.
Wrong again. Culture affects expression, not the existence of homosexuality. In repressive societies, people hide it. They marry, have kids, and die pretending. That's survival, not orientation. Studies show same-sex attraction persists despite punishment. That proves it's not a choice.
But repression could also be preventing formation of such desires. Without exposure, some orientations never develop. Identity is not only biology, it's a mixture of experience, trauma, media, and context. Yet some people pray the gay away and claim to become straight. That suggests it's flexible.
False comparison. Sexual orientation isn't a harmful urge. It's love, bonding, intimacy, core to human experience. Suppressing it isn't moral strength, it's self-denial. Why force people to live lies?
You're still ignoring all the evidence. Twin studies show that identical twins are more likely to both be gay than fraternal twins. That's genetic influence. Brain scans show structural differences between gay and straight people. You can't argue all that's just rebellion.
It's not binary, true, but that doesn't prove choice. Most people don't choose their attractions. They discover them and fight them when society is hostile. That's not choice, that's awakening.
Few and rare. Most studies show orientation is stable over time, especially in men. And even when people change labels, that doesn't mean they chose. It means they're still figuring it out. Sexuality is deep, not something people wake up and toggle like a switch.
Stop! That's a fallacy. Attraction to adults, same or opposite sex, is consensual and mutual. Pedophilia involves harm, power imbalance, and crime. You can't compare love between adults to abuse.
Because morality isn't based on tradition. Slavery was tradition. So was denying women rights. Society evolves. Science, compassion, and freedom must guide us, not outdated taboos. Denying someone's identity is oppression, not moral clarity.
Suppressing harmless love causes pain, suicide, shame. There's no virtue in forcing people into fake lives. True discipline is letting people live as they are, authentic and honest.
I won't deny complexity, but biology sets the stage. You can't choose your core desires. You can only choose whether to live honestly or hide. And I argue honesty is the only choice that leads to peace.
Struggle doesn't mean choice. Internal conflict means society teaches them shame. It's a clash between who they are and what they've been told. That doesn't make their orientation invalid. It makes the social programming toxic.
Because morality without harm is tyranny. Being gay harms no one. It's mutual, consensual, adult love. Suppressing it only protects outdated ideologies, not real people. We must evolve past beliefs that breed shame.
Because it's not about indulgence, it's about identity. Being gay isn't an urge to resist, it's a deep part of self, like being left-handed or introverted. You can fake the opposite, but it won't change who you are.
True, the science isn't complete, but it leans heavily toward biological influence. Genetics, prenatal hormones, brain structures, even birth order. Gay men are more likely to be later-born sons. These aren't made-up trends.
But why resist something that's not harmful? You're framing being gay like an addiction or impulse. That's not what it is. It's love, connection, identity. Why should anyone have to override that?
That's a false comparison again. Infidelity is a betrayal of commitment. Being gay is not a betrayal. Unless you force someone into a fake straight marriage to fit in, that's the real damage.
No, but they should question any belief that demands their suffering. Faith can evolve. Many religious people are gay. Many reinterpret scripture with compassion. You don't have to abandon faith, just reframe it through truth and empathy.
Then that scripture is flawed, or misinterpreted, or rooted in ancient biases. Humans wrote holy books. Societies evolve. If a book demands you hate who you are or others, that's not divine. That's oppression disguised as piety.
No, it's progress. Religion once justified slavery. Now we condemn it. Religion evolves, or it becomes irrelevant. If your faith causes suffering, it's time to reflect, not blindly obey.
No, bisexuality is a real, stable orientation. It doesn't mean you can choose who to love. It means you can fall for more than one gender, but you still don't pick who you're drawn to in any moment. That attraction is spontaneous.
That's identity, not orientation. Some adopt queer labels for politics, but that doesn't define all gay people. The existence of a few outliers doesn't disprove the core biological reality for millions.
Again, outliers. Abuse affects many areas: trust, intimacy, safety, but you can't generalize trauma as the root of queerness. Millions of gay people had loving, abuse-free childhoods, and millions of abuse survivors are straight. There's no cause-effect link.
In attraction, yes, zero choice. In action, of course we choose how and when to express it, but that doesn't mean we choose what we feel. And science, experience, and testimony all support this.
Because fear decreased, visibility increased, people stopped hiding. That's not new people becoming gay, that's old people finally grieving freely.
Culture influences expression, not orientation. A closeted gay man in 1950 is still gay. He's just hiding. That doesn't mean he chose anything.
Yes, as long as they're consensual and adult. Freedom and acceptance allow people to live honestly, reducing shame, depression, and suicide. Isn't that a better world?
I don't erase them. I say they discovered themselves, and that's not the same as flipping a switch. Exploration isn't proof of choice, it's part of finding truth.
And I believe science, history, and countless lives prove being gay is not a decision, it's a discovery. Suppression only causes suffering. The real choice isn't whether to be gay, it's whether to live free or live afraid.
I believe sexuality is complex, shaped by many factors: biology, trauma, environment, media, even rebellion. For some, it may feel innate. For others, it may evolve. Either way, I argue, there's room for choice, especially in how we define ourselves.